Hi there, I'm David Icke, and we are here to talk about fiction writing. And we're here to answer the question, what do I write next? It's a question that's going to come up over and over again in your writing career. What do I write next? So, I'm halfway through teaching you a process that's going to help you always know what to write next. You'll have unlimited ideas once you have this process down. It's a special kind of brainstorming called 100-10-1. And in the last video, I showed you how to come up with 100 concepts. Today, I'm going to show you how to develop 10 of those concepts. So you've got a list of 100 things that people desire, and desires get to the heart of a story. Remember, a story is about someone who desires something and can't get it, and all the struggles he goes through to overcome the obstacles in his way to getting that desire. So you have your list of 100 desires. Now you need to pick 10 of your favorites. So how do you pick them? You ask yourself 3 questions. What's most interesting to me right now? What would be most interesting to my audience that I want to write for? And then what's possible for me to write right now in 6,000 words without a ton of research? So what's interesting to you? What's most interesting to your audience? And what's possible for you to write right now? Once you've got your 10, don't cross them out or anything. Just copy them to a new list. And you're going to hang on to that big list of 100. That brainstorming list, you can keep adding to it in the future. You can keep reusing the same desires over and over again for wildly different stories. But for now, take 10, copy them over to a new list, and then set your big list aside. So you've got 10 desires. Each of those desires needs someone to desire them, or someone to oppose that desire. This is going to be your protagonist. Now at this point, your protagonist needs just 3 things. A name, 1, a physical tag, and a personality tag. What is a tag? A tag is just a single descriptive word, something that gets that character set in your mind as to who he is, what he's about. So say your protagonist desires a decent hamburger. So his name is Henry. That's his name. 1, his name. 2, he's threadbare. That's his physical tag. And he's simple. That's his personality tag. So your story concept becomes Henry, threadbare and simple, just wants a decent hamburger. Now, if your protagonist is standing in the way of someone else's desire, you could formulate it like this. So we have Jack. He's athletic and cool under pressure, and he must foil the plot of the Crown Jewel heist gang. See how that works? So now you've got a protagonist who desires something. And so what's blocking him from his desire? This is the story's conflict. So what's in our hero's way of getting a decent hamburger? Well, he's broke, and all the waiters in town know it. So our full story concept for Henry is this. Henry, threadbare and simple, just wants a decent hamburger, but he's broke, and all the waiters in town know it. Simple as that. And that's what you're going to do for your short list of 10 desires. For each one, you want to come up with a character, give him a name, a physical tag, and a personality tag, and then come up with a conflict, something that stands in the way of his desire. So once you've done that for all 10, you just need to pick one of those. And again, use the same criteria that you used before. What's most interesting to you right now? What will be the most interesting to your audience? And what would be easiest for you to write right now, fitting into 6,000 words or so without a ton of new research? So if I were choosing between Henry's hamburger and Jack's Crown Jewels gang, I might think about it like this. Jack's problems, they sound exciting and that's great, but I would need to stop and do a bunch of research since I don't really know much about the Crown Jewels. On the other hand, Henry sounds strangely intriguing, and I suspect that he's got some hidden treasures that might be fun to bring out in the story. So right now, just at this point, I go with Henry for now, and I might save Jack for later. Doesn't mean I'm not going to write Jack. He's still on my short list. I've still got a story concept for him that sounds interesting. I'm just not going to write him right now. I might go and start researching some things about the Crown Jewels and then come back and write Jack when I'm ready. And there you have it. You went from a list of 100 desires to a list of 10 story concepts, and now you have a single concept that you can develop and write. And that's all that I have for this second video on brainstorming story ideas. So if you found this helpful, please hit the thumbs up button down there, and I'll be making lots more videos on topics like this. So if you found this helpful, make sure you hit that subscribe button right down there and the little notification bell so you know when I release my next video. And then finally, I have a question for you. What do you find hardest about writing in general? Please let me know down in the comments down there, and I'll look forward to hearing what problems you're having. And until next video, keep on writing.